time with somebody I don't know. I wanna stay for a while, I wanna move your way. No, the roof might cave in, all of these snakes in the wild. I'm about to lose my brain, tell me who gon' save me.
There it is. Oh, damn, you got one too. It's not always we both have one ready to go. It's a good surprise. It's going to be a good episode. We're drinking. No better day to drink during the week than Monday. Mondays suck. You know what makes it better?
11.
Booze.
You know what makes it better? Just drinking on a Monday, 11:46 p.m. Kicking this shit off right. You know, before you lay into the fucking ACLU, which I know is coming. Fucking, What are we drinking on tonight?
I got a big, tall fucking Modelo, 32-ounce Modelo can. It was calling my name. I felt like it fit in real nice with the other 6 Modelos that I bought. So we're like one big happy family.
It's a good time to celebrate because Modelo is now the top-selling beer in the U.S. of A.
I was going to mention that. Number one, after the downfall of Bud Light, R.I.P.
The Bud Light fallout, yeah, R.I.P. I'll still drink Bud Light if someone gives it to me, or if I'm like at a sporting event. There's no other option. But you know, Modelo is I don't give a fuck about this. I mean, fucking do what you want, grift all you want, but I could give a fuck less. You know, it's beer. It's piss beer. Like, if I'm trying to get pissed drunk, sometimes I want some piss beer. I'm actually having an Anheuser-Busch special myself. Dude, Michelob Ultra Pure Gold, the fucking organic one, it's crisp. It's a fucking good beer. I realize it's Michelob. It's just, I mean, all this shit, we're just drinking light, shitty beer anyways, so fuck it.
Michelob's all right. Not too bad. I like Michelob personally. I don't know. People have been listening to these episodes long enough to know I'm pretty much always rocking a Modelo. I like them. I live in San Antonio. Modelo is king here. It tastes way better than Corona. I was a Corona guy for a long time. You knew me, like in college. I was a Corona guy. Like, Corona was my go-to. And I can hardly drink them anymore. I don't know what changed. I don't like the way that they taste at all.
I've seen you bring cases of Corona into my house on fucking, like, for a while there was every other fucking weekend.
yeah. Just walk in with a fat case of Coronas, you know? And I don't know. Something changed. I just don't like them anymore. Well, they're not as good as a Modelo. I feel like is really the thing.
The price
speaking of,
you know.
Actually, we're gonna have to pause here in a second because I do have limes, and I gotta go get some limes. They're already chopped up, everything like that, but I do have to go get them. No, that's all right. We're back from our brief intermission that we took 3 minutes into a hour plus long podcast. No, it's just funny. Your sister made a song, and that's very nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'll share the story. I'll just share it. Fuck it. It's not going to be as funny now. During our intermission, our very brief one. So just I have a sister. We're not going to disclose how many sisters, but I have a sibling who fucking she bought some fucking software to make music or something, and she was like, which, just so our audience knows, is definitely something that would interest me and you. I mean, you edit a fucking podcast all the time. Like, this audio engineering is definitely better than a fucking political science degree, probably, or about equally as useless. But whatever. Fucking, well, I guess it's a little more useful. Anyway, fucking sister bought this shit, and she made a song. She sent it to me, and fucking, she's like, "What do you think?" I said, that looks like it'd be a lot of fun to make. It was some not good shit. I swear to
trash.
God.
Straight up trash.
God damn. I hope she doesn't come listen to this podcast one day and hear this shit.
I haven't heard it. I'm quoting somebody. You know, I don't know. I haven't heard it. If she sends you the audio file, I'll use it at the beginning of next week's episode.
Oh, I have the audio file. I'll send it to you. We can blast it next week. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I might do it on this one. just I don't know. It'll be funny. Aries is going to have to step aside for the musical genius that is your sister.
Shit, it would be really fucking. Oh yeah, fuck it. You might as well put it on this one. Yeah. So the music you guys heard at the beginning is my fucking sister's new fucking not so much of a hit song, you know.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those deals where you have to listen to it a few times before you realize it's good.
I'm not going to tell you it's not, but you get to hear it for yourself. It's not bad. It's not like it's bad. It's just like it's very fucking. She was like, the thing is, like, when somebody asks you what they think about something they created, like, I don't give a fuck. I have some musical talent, but it's limited. You know, it's limited to like percussion instruments and shit like that. I keep a beat real good, but like, fucking, if anyone playing a guitar or anything like that, like, fucking, I salute you. You know, like, good for you if you can create any kind of fucking music. But if you ask me how it is and it's not good, fucking, I don't know what to say, you know. Usually I appreciate all of it, but like, she's like, how is this? So fucking, it needs work, you know. Here's some other ideas.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I'm also the kind of guy that, like, if you send me some music you made or whatever, I'm probably just going to tell you that I like it. I don't really have it in me to be like, I don't know about that one, man. You know, I don't really have it in me. I have friends that do make really good music, like genuinely good music that I do like. But even if they were to send me some music that I didn't like, I probably wouldn't tell them. I don't know. I just don't. I don't have that confrontational shit in me. I like to avoid confrontation if at all possible, even if it's some minor bullshit like that. It's just not. I don't want to deal with all that.
I would say, like, I don't consider myself an expert in very many things. So honestly, I don't feel like I could give good advice on fucking really. I can't really think of anything. I'm like, if you want tips on like how to fucking play Madden, like, I got you, you know. But like, fucking, that's all I got.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at playing the UFC 4 game. You know?
Oh yeah.
Rocket League. I played a little bit of that before we started this. I can, I'm okay at some video games. That's about it. I have no musical talent, really. I mean, I played a little bit of bass guitar for a time, but it was not easy. It did not come naturally to me. Like, I had to really, unless the songs were like real basic, because there's some real basic songs that you can learn to play on bass guitar. You know, like, those are not bad. But like anything more complex than that, I had to really work at. And I also tried to teach myself to play a little piano once upon a time. And like I said, real basic shit, I could handle that back then. Now, no chance. Anything more complex than like the most basic song to try to learn, I'm out. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me. I don't have any musical talent whatsoever. None to speak of. It's a shame because I think it's really impressive.
No, it's a talent.
Yeah, when someone can really just fucking shred on a guitar or, play some drums really well. Or just, any of it. Sing, somebody can sing. I can't sing.
I wish I had the pipes, man. Fucking in any form,
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
We're not even 10 minutes in. We've already taken intermission, got dick jokes, fucking insulted my family,
Yeah, got everything. Got a new intro song. That's good. Well, just while we're on a roll, just talking shit, I have someone that I want to talk shit about. Not really someone, but a group called the ACLU. And I sent this to you. We discussed it briefly. ACLU, they've been a joke for some time now. I think, anyone who's been paying attention to the garbage they've been putting out over the years knows that they're not the organization that they once were. The fact that they have civil liberties in their name is a fucking joke. But, I mean, that's a completely different discussion. So I've got the tweet here, too. 3 days ago, they put out a tweet. Oh, they put out... Yeah, okay. No, I'll just read their tweet. It's fine. The state of Florida never provided medically necessary gender-affirming care to Dwayne Owen, causing her enormous suffering and violating her right to be free from cruel and unusual punishment for more than 30 years she was in state custody. Let me see. There is a second tweet. Owen wrote that she should be accorded the essence of human dignity and be allowed to become who she was meant to be before her death. Now, Dwayne Owen was executed by the state of Florida last week. And the ACLU thought it was appropriate to tweet out that tweet that I just read to you. And you might be wondering, what did Dwayne Owen do? Well, Dwayne Owen stabbed, killed, and raped 2 women. One of them was a girl, 14-year-old Karen Slattery, stabbed her 18 times, killed her, and then raped her corpse. And then a couple years later, he murdered, I don't have her name in front of me. I had it written down somewhere. I think her name was Georgiana Warden, but I'm not 100% certain. Let me see. Yeah, Georgiana Warden, 38 years old, from Palm Beach County there in Florida. And like I said, executed last week by the state of Florida. And, people can disagree on the death penalty, whether it should still be a thing, whether it shouldn't. I know, probably a lot of the libertarians on this podcast don't think the death penalty should be a thing. And that's a perfectly fine discussion and debate to have. But the ACLU thinking that the biggest injustice here was that Dwayne Owen did not receive gender-affirming care is fucking nonsense. Absolute, complete clownery of the highest degree. I've been thinking about this tweet ever since they put it out 3 days ago. It's been bugging the shit out of me. It's so insane to me. It's a man that raped a 14-year-old girl, killed her, and then did a similar thing again a couple years later. And the ACLU is concerned and crying on Twitter because Dwayne Owen did not get to transition genders. Is that not fucking outrageous? It's insane.
That's so stupid.
That's some of the craziest shit I've ever heard. To think that is a relevant or appropriate thing to tweet about a guy who did what he did. Sick freak. I don't know. I saw that, and I saw people, on my feed talking about it, criticizing it, how ridiculous it was. This tweet is still up. They didn't even delete it. After all the backlash they got and everything like that, they added that what do they call it? Community notes on Twitter. They added the context. Of course, the ACLU didn't mention what Dwayne Owen did, or why he was in prison, or why he was executed by the state of Florida. Didn't think just to mention that at all. So the community notes had to come in and bring up the context and everything like that. And I don't know how this tweet is still up. That is it's unbelievable to me. Just that tweet, the first tweet of that 2-tweet thread, has 2,200 likes. There's 24,000 comments under it. 6,600 quote tweets. I'm sure 99.9% of the comments and the quote tweets, not positive. Just if I had to take a guess. It's really fucking
weird. Why would you go to, there's so many other fucking things you can go to bat for. But, and there's so many other people, too. I don't understand what, I told my sister this shit the other day, actually. If we find out that this whole fucking thing is just if aliens come down, on that fucking South Park episode, and they're like, oh, this is actually just a fucking TV show, it'd be such a relief. People can't be this fucking stupid. They can't be this, what the fuck is, what goes on in people's heads? Fuck it doesn't seem like a whole hell of a lot.
Well, yeah, over at the ACLU, not all that much going on up top. They somebody wrote this out and They created a little graphic for the tweet, and it probably got passed around quite a few people, and they were like, yeah, this is a good tweet. Send this out. This is great. How did that happen? How could you tweet something that stupid and insensitive? Why is this the guy? Why this guy? It's not like there aren't plenty of people who, have been done wrong by the justice system. And I mean, there are plenty of people that have been executed by the state unjustly,
Also,
there are plenty of people that you can bring up.
If people fucking wanted to sexually transition is what you feel like you need to dedicate your life to fucking fight for, first off, I think, just chill out a little bit. Second off, fucking don't pick the murderer, the rapist, do they really think that fucking, did the ACLU ask anybody who was fucking trans or whatever the fuck? It was like, hey, do you want us defending this killer? And it will reflect on you because that's what we're going for. It's like, ask somebody, fucking, you can think whatever the fuck you want about fucking people transition in their fucking genitals and whatnot, but fucking, don't fucking it's kind of like this is fucking just like the media loves to do, just fucking act like the only problems you have are just the stereotypes about whatever kind of fucking whatever your fucking demographic they want to stereotype you in whatever way for anybody, no matter who the fuck you are. People are more than what their fucking stereotype is. Just because people are radical and believe whatever the fuck or have whatever the fuck going on, they don't want the fucking worst of the worst representing them. People aren't that stupid, but if you're a fucking cop or somebody that does some fucked up shit, you need to be held to a much higher standard. You need to make more money and be held to a higher standard. I know some good ass cops, but I know some fucking, I don't know any personally, but I have encountered some piece of shit cops too. I'm sure fucking, everybody does. So you should just be held to a higher standard. Fuck it, that's my stuff speech. Fuck it, I would reword it though if I was actually running.
Yeah, we should, on police officers specifically, we should end qualified immunity. And talking about good cops, I do know a good cop, Mike Termott. He's a good cop. He was a good cop. Well, he's not a cop anymore. He was a good cop. I assume he was. Because he's talking about a lot of the, real good pro-reform stuff that libertarians are talking about. And he's talking about it from a place of experience. He spent, I think 10 and a half, 11 years as a police officer, I think down in Florida. I might be wrong about that. And you can definitely check out, my conversation with him or his website for more information on it. But it's not like, there are tangible things that we could do all around to reform the police, reform the prison system. Like you said, needs to be less laws. There need to be, we shouldn't be tripping people up on marijuana charges. I know people that have, gone to jail on weed charges, and that's just not something we need to be doing in 2023. It's outrageous. It's absolutely insane. And that's a lot of it too, like drug possession charges. And it's like, I don't know that people should be doing such harsh time for possessing some weed or possessing anything.
We've talked about DUI fucking charges, and somebody was it Nikki Haley that just wants to fucking go after people for it? Or no, it was that other chick from South Carolina, that House rep. I don't know. I don't remember. Was it? Maybe.
Well, she's the female representative from South Carolina that a lot of people know. She's the only representative from South Carolina that I can name off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think it was her. I'm fucking actually smoking some of this Farm Bill weed right now. Thank you, 2018 Farm Bill.
Yeah, God bless. God bless.
God bless.
Keeping people sane, and red states where it's still incredibly illegal.
I'll stop coughing. I'll fucking mute myself.
Jesus Christ. No, the Farm Bill is good. It's good stuff. Lots of smoke shops. You know, you can't turn your head driving down the road without looking at a smoke shop or two.
Shit.
You know, it's something. It's something. If you're using that stuff, you're staying out of jail. You know, you won't get in any trouble. It's not as good as the real stuff, but
them Chinese chemicals. We got to keep them relationships fucking going so we can keep on getting our cheap Chinese chemicals.
Yeah,
they ain't gotta be perfect, but fucking, Anthony Blinken, you can grow some balls if you're listening to this, you bitch. But
Actually, before we talk about Blinken, just one last thing on the weed thing. Is there anything better than being in a legal state and being able to buy weed legally?
I'm sure that. See, I follow all kinds of dumb shit on the internet about how shitty like Portland and shit like that is. There's a whole fucking Twitter page called like "What the fuck Portland." It doesn't seem to have political bias. It's just the wild shit that happens there, and it's like I can see how you could have problems in those states, but I don't know if it's the state. I think that those places, I was listening to some shit about this. It might have just been some grifter guy who wants to go around recording fucking homeless people. I don't remember what the fuck his name was. There's all kinds of little independent journalists out there. But he was like talking to these people and they're just like, yeah, no, fucking we come here because like these fucking liberal policies, like he didn't word it just like that. He's just like, there's more for us here. It's like fucking, like that's fair. A lot of people claim they're from out of state, but people in the comments are like, are you from out of state or do they just say that shit so nobody knows who they are? But either way, I'm sure some people are from out of state. Like fucking California's weather's great, you can live outside year round and be pretty good. And so like, on the coast anyways. And they were just like, yeah, the drugs, or you can get drugs and shit easier. And it's like, there's like a fine line. Like we should legalize, there's libertarian audience who would say fucking, legalize it all. I mean, you should legalize weed. You should use fucking medical weed. You should have fucking, you should have psychedelics in place of other fucking shit like that. Like mental health shit, fuck shit. No, let it ride. Fuck. Anyways, no, let's carry on. We can move on to some other subjects.
Yeah. Let's see. Actually, one thing that YouTube will take us down for that's a little more, I don't know, tolerable, I guess, whatever. If they take us down for this, I'm fine. Robert Kennedy Jr.
Boy. Yeah, bro. This episode? This episode will not be featured on YouTube. This is a fucking Apple podcast only, or fucking Spotify.
Spotify, Apple, it's everywhere except YouTube. It's on. Well, it might be on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do. I'm gonna have to cut out like the past 15 minutes.
I think the only. I think the only fucking parts that you got kicked on YouTube before because I think who your guest was. I don't think it was, and like they were in the title. Like would they have listened to the fucking podcast anyways?
I don't know. Well, that one either got kicked off, got kicked off YouTube because either because we criticize mandates. That doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me. But that is the majority of the COVID talk that we did. Joshua Rodriguez might have mentioned COVID vaccine one time. And YouTube yanked it.
Oh,
and here I just
now.
I'm going to mention it. I'm going to mention it a few more times, so buckle up. So Kennedy was on Rogan's show, and I listened to it. I listened to the whole thing while I was driving, and it's interesting, to say the least. Interesting podcast episode. He says some interesting things about vaccines, and a lot of people have some very strong feelings about them on the internet. And there's been this, the content of the episode is one thing. I listened to it a few days ago. I don't really remember everything that was said in there. But there's been some drama online. Who's the doctor? I always forget his name. Peter what?
Horowitz or some shit. I don't know.
I always forget his name. Hotez. Peter Hotez. And he was on Rogan's show before, which I did not know before the back and forth on Twitter between him and Rogan. And so Kennedy goes on the show. They do like a 3-hour episode, probably, I mean, the majority of it, vast majority of it, they're talking about vaccines. And, anyone who knows who RFK Jr. is aware of his stances on vaccines. So they do the episode. And then there's this back and forth between Rogan and Dr. Otez. And Rogan invites him to go on his show to debate RFK Jr. on the topic of vaccines. And Otez basically, Rogan offered up like $100,000. The pot now, I think, is up to over $1.5 million from various sources. Rogan put up $100K. I forget who all offered some money. I know Andrew Tate did. Andrew Tate offered up like $500K.
I remember seeing all that shit. I'm just wondering, like, how the fuck do these people get that much money?
Yeah, I will not be contributing any money to the pot.
No.
It would be a safe bet if I did, because the debate is almost certainly not going to take place. But I'm not going to offer up any money anyway. That's my money.
You should offer up $1 million. You should be like, I'll add $1 million to it.
You heard it here first on the Bonfire Briefing Podcast. I will give you $1 million worth of advice. That's all I can give. I don't have anything else. I can't offer any money. I have 2 $1 bills in my wallet that I will add to the pot if someone wants to come get it. That's the catch, really. No, I think it would be cool to see a debate between those two. It will not happen, of course. And then there's all this discourse online about whether there should be a debate, the morality of debating a COVID conspiracy theorist like Robert Kennedy Jr. I don't know, man. I think it would be interesting for a debate to take place, because
I don't see why you would do it if you're the doctor dude, though.
Well, I think that's fair. There's not a whole lot of the only benefit he would get from it would be to publicly challenge Kennedy's views. That would be it. He wouldn't really have anything else. But I don't know that Kennedy has much to gain from it. Well, Kennedy does have more to gain from it. But he's already laid out his views on vaccines in a 3-hour episode with Rogan. I don't think that he would.
I don't think it benefits either of them to do it. It only benefits like Rogan, and it's entertaining to hear. But like,
I do think it benefits Kennedy. It does definitely benefit Rogan. I do think it benefits Kennedy, because his stances on vaccines and things are more publicly known now than they've ever been. And it doesn't really seem like his stances on vaccines was impacting his poll numbers before the Rogan episode. And they're not really affecting him after the Rogan episode either. I mean, he's hitting he is appealing to a very unique group of voters. And a lot of them, whether they're independent, left-leaning, right-leaning, none of them like vaccines. That's really the big sticking point for a lot of these guys for Kennedy.
There's like, it's hard to fucking tell. Sorry for really just fucking making all kinds of goddamn noises in the microphone. Fucking that farm bill shit fucking gets stuck in my throat. Anyways, fucking I don't see. Well, you said you think, well, okay, so he has a very specific group of people who fucking support him. I mean, I think he makes okay arguments, but I think like there's like, is there enough people for it to really make a difference? Like, there's people who are like, the vaccine, I ain't getting that bullshit. But like, he's far anti-vaccine, which is fair. But like, there's an amount of fucking medical shit that keeps a lot of people alive for a long time. You know, like he's very anti, and I think it's this is the fault of the fucking media, the politicians, and the fucking big pharma. Like every commercial you see, every fucking anything you see is brought to you by Pfizer, brought to you by Moderna. It's like, like when politicians get sick, they all say the same fucking script. They're like, "Oh, I'm thankful for my fucking vaccines." It's like clearly you guys are being given a script and you're doing nothing about it. So like. People like fucking, like, Robert Kennedy has a bunch of fucking points because it's crazy that we're talking about a fucking Kennedy in 2023. That we're talking about Robert Kennedy, you know?
Great American political dynasty. Kennedys. Back at it.
Back at it.
You know? He's the only notable one we got left, so, you know, might as well talk about him while he's in the spotlight because I feel like his time in the spotlight will not be much longer.
No, you know? I think he has some points about all this shit, but I don't think he has like. He's not gonna. It's not the end of the world. Like, you have supporters, but like, there's a lot of people who make fun of you. You know, there's only a small percent of the world is actually on Twitter doing shit. Let's actually what percent of population are active Twitter users?
Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Goddamn, fucking so fucking Twitter says that they it's like 4.6% of the earth uses Twitter. Let's say 10%. Let's give Twitter the fucking like way go high on those numbers. 10% of people are on Twitter, and fucking 1 in 10 people actually is on political Twitter paying attention to this shit. Most people think the rest of it's pretty fucking stupid and not they just don't care, you know. So like, there's enough people for fucking Robert Kennedy to get attention, and for fucking Rogan's podcast has pretty good reach, but like, fucking what percent? Okay, let me just are Joe Rogan listeners. Okay, what percent of the population? I read one time he gets
an average of 11 million an episode. An average of 11 million per episode. But I also read that number.
Wait, how much was that?
Fucking year. Whatever modified.
Shit, I might have lost a connection. Okay, I think I'm back in it. Okay.
Yeah. No. I can hear you.
Yeah. No. Fucking. Yeah. I don't know. Can't find it. Can't find anything about how many actual percent of the world listens to Rogan.
No. I mean, yeah. No. I heard once upon a time it was 11 million average an episode. Of course, I imagine the Kennedy episode did much better than that. I don't know how much better, but better. I mean, he's definitely going to attract a fair amount of attention. He's also the only, Biden doesn't have any contenders that are threatening him, and Kennedy is like, he's number 2 in the Democratic primary process, but the gap between him and Biden is massive. And there's not going to be any debates, so he's not going to be able to publicly challenge Biden on anything. I mean, it's just there's no path to the nomination for him. So once he drops out of the process, or Biden secures the nomination, whichever one happens first, I mean, Kennedy's out. He won't be in the spotlight anymore.
I think even if he was, he'd take the equal amount of votes away from if he ran like independent. He would take it wouldn't make a difference if he got fucking 4% of the vote. He would take 2 from each side. Like, yeah, there's just people who fucking just don't like that shit. Who just don't fucking who just don't like vaccines and don't like it enough to dedicate all of their fucking to dedicate their one thing they have to fucking choose a president to to somebody like that and just waste a vote because he's not going to win.
No.
If he somehow got the nomination, he would win. If he got it for either party, he would fucking sweep.
I think he would do I think he would do well against some candidates better than others. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't know. Yeah, I think he would surprise people if he did win the nomination, but he won't. So, also, if you're a Democratic voter and you're looking for an alternative to Joe Biden or Robert Kennedy Jr., Joe Exotic is running for president on the Democratic ticket. So, you have three options, actually. You don't just have Biden and Kennedy. You have another option. So,
has anyone else stepped up to the plate? Has any governor or anybody been like, yeah, I'm running?
Oh shit! Marianne Williamson's running. I forgot about her. She's running.
Oh, yeah, she's a crowd.
Yeah. So if we're talking terms of relevance, it's Biden, Kennedy, Williamson, then Joe Exotic. Those are your choices in the Democratic primary. Have fun.
Who do you think's going to get more votes? Fucking Joe Exotic or fucking what's her name? Marianne Williamson.
Dude, Joe Exotic is doing I don't know when it is, but I saw he posted on his Twitter. He's doing a speech from prison within the next week, whatever it is. He's running. I mean, he's running his whole campaign from prison.
I don't know why you haven't invited him on the show yet.
Because he's a sketchy guy. Real sketchy guy.
We don't have to name names, but do you think you've ever had a different sketchy guest on here? Maybe more than one. I don't know.
Not that sketchy. I mean, he's in prison for hiring hitmen. So
it would blast you into fucking stardom, though. Maybe not. Probably not.
but at what cost? I don't know, man. He's also in prison, so even if I wanted to talk to him, which I don't really want to. There's hoops we'd have to jump through and.
No, send that motherfucker a link. Yeah, hey, open this, Joe Exotic. When you get fucking 45 minutes of computer time, sign on immediately. We'll get on for fucking 40 minutes of fucking airtime.
Yeah, I'd have to use Zoom so that I could give him the call-in number, so that he could call in from that prison phone. I got 10 minutes to talk to you. What do you want to talk about? I don't know, man. I think I'm all right. I'll stick to talking to UFC fighters and libertarian candidates. I like them.
Shit. If you wanted to talk about, you want to talk about fights a little bit, or you want to go on to something else? Because I was going to talk about me talking about violence. We have a very violent man fighting this weekend, a friend of the pod.
We do, yeah. Trevor Peek's fighting this weekend. That's going to be a lot of fun. He was scheduled to fight Victor Martinez, but Victor Martinez is out of that fight now, and now he's going to be fighting Jose Mariscal, who, I took a look at his record. He's like an LFA Cage Warriors guy. He's fought around in there, never fought in the UFC before. But he has fought, who was it? Blanking on their names now. He beat Pat Sabatini a few years ago, which is crazy because we just watched Pat Sabatini get a win this past weekend on this previous card. Who were the other two that he fought? He fought two other. Yeah, he lost, but he fought Bryce Mitchell to a decision in 2017. And in his fourth professional fight, he fought Gregor Gillespie, another UFC fighter. He didn't win that fight either, but he's been in there against UFC level talent before, and he did beat Pat Sabatini, which is wild. Let me see. He's 13-6 in his professional career, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. And like I said, this is his UFC debut. He's going up against a heavy hitter, Trevor Peek. Heavy hitter. And Mariscal's been knocked out 3 times. And I don't know that that's good news when you're fighting somebody like Trevor Peek. He's got hands of steel.
Do you think Trevor Peek gets the dub in the first round?
I do. I think he gets a a knockout or a TKO in the first round. I think he keeps the good times rolling. I think he continues this violent stretch that he's on, and I think he's going to win. I've not really any doubt in my mind. If you're making parlays, add him to it. I'm sure he'll be a heavy favorite, but add him to it anyway because he is going to win.
He's getting my full FanDuel account for sure. I put it all on him.
Yeah, bet the house on Trevor Peek. It's a shame that we're not going to get to see him fight in the Nashville card in August.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, because I would definitely be there.
I mean, he could maybe. What if he would? Do you think he could make? It's highly unlikely. He turns around and fights 2 months later.
Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know how likely it is.
If he runs through somebody and then somebody gets hurt on the Nashville card, and he's able, if he runs through this dude this weekend, and if he beats him first round and he's like, we'll see what he says in the post fight. Shit, is Bruce announced it? Because him and Bruce are buddies.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Shit.
No, it'll be cool though. I kind of snuck up on me that he was fighting this weekend, but I'm glad to see it because we haven't seen him fight since his debut, and I think he's legit. I think he's a rising prospect in the 155-pound division. I think he's serious. He can grapple. You don't see it very much because he's got fucking dynamite in them hands, but he can grapple. He hits like a freight train, and he's dope. He never lost a fight too. So if you're gonna bet on a guy that hasn't lost a fight, and that's won every single one of his fights by knockout, all of them. The man doesn't need to submit anyone or leave it to the judges. He's just gonna knock you out. And he's got some crazy knockouts too. I know you and I watched some of his fights before I talked to him, and he has some crazy knockouts.
Motherfucker just hits hard. We're going to put together a highlight reel of all his shit.
Yeah. Well, he's got a great one. He's got 8 knockouts on that highlight reel you could pick from, and they're all pretty good. And they're all in the first round except for 2 of them.
I think we've seen at least 6 of them are available on YouTube and shit.
Yeah. I've seen. They're all pretty.
Random big ass can noise in there, just fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, fucking continue.
No, he's good. I mean, his debut was impressive. Knocked the guy out with 1 second left in the round. His Contender Series win was a lot of fun. He had a tough time in that first round, but that second round he really laid it on Malik Lewis. I mean, it was night and day. Kind of like with Vettori and Cannonier, this past weekend, which we will talk about. But Vettori won that first round handily, and then the second round was the beginning of the end for him.
Oh my God, it was so ugly.
Yeah, no, it was rough. That's kind of what that fight was like for Malik Lewis. Looked great in that first round. Trevor Peek laid it on him in the second. He was the champion over there at AFS, I believe, lightweight champion. He knocked out Kama Worthy, UFC vet in his own right. He's just impressive. He's just a very impressive fighter. I like what I've seen, from his fights before the UFC, and now that he's in here. And now that I've talked to him, really great to have him on the show. Fellow, I know he was born in Alabama, but I think Tennessee claims him now, so because he trains here. So I feel all right in calling him a Tennessean.
Fuck yeah!
Said he wants to fight for the title in Nashville. That was his big dream, and that's as Tennessee a dream as I can think of. Wanting to fucking win an MMA world title in Nashville.
2 years, 3 years, we'll see him there.
I think so. I mean, what's what's stopping him from having a career, like Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier, two great strikers at 155, what's stopping him from having a great career like that, rising through the ranks, beating the dog shit out of people, working his way up to a title shot? I don't really see why he couldn't do that. Not at all.
Who's at the top of the 155 right now?
Fucking Islam, Oliveira, Gaethje, Poirier. Chandler's probably still up there.
None of those. There's not a lot of people up there who are like real fucking young.
No.
So I don't see at all why he couldn't fucking climb that shit eventually.
No, I mean, yeah, I think there could be some interesting fights for him in that top 15 eventually. I don't really see why not. A lot of those, a lot of the older guys, I mean, Gaethje is basically that this is his last run, and I would imagine that Poirier is kind of in the same boat, even if he hasn't said it publicly. They both realistically have like one last path to the title, and then that's it for them. I don't know. I think it could be shit. Saryukin's ranked number 8 at 155, and he came very close in that second round this past weekend to getting beat by an unranked guy that no one had ever heard of. He was like plus 1050 or minus 1050. The favorite.
Yeah.
It's like he almost got finished by a dude in the second round that like nobody gave Joaquim Silva a chance at all. And he had him hurt pretty good in that second round. So I don't, if you can hit hard and your grappling doesn't completely suck ass, you can do all right. 155.
There's a lot of guys about Trevor. How old is Trevor Peek? Like 26?
I think he's a little older. I think he's in his 30s. Like
no
early
way.
30s. I think so.
I
think he's like 31. I might be off. I don't know. No, he's 28. Okay.
28. Okay. So everybody I saw around his age, like in the top 15, fucking looks beatable. Except for that Dawson motherfucker down there at like 15. I hadn't seen him fight before. But like there's no reason if he just stays doing what he's doing that he can't fucking beat some of those guys. Like all of those guys. Like in 3 years, those are going to be the guys competing for a fucking belt 3 or 4 years from now. Anybody who's 28 headed into their fucking, early 30s, they're going to be fucking kind of getting into their peak form. Fucking, there's no reason he can't be up there.
Yeah, that's really the thing. Like Peek, he's not anywhere near his prime. He has years before he'll really, really hit his stride and be in his prime. So he keeps doing everything right. He keeps knocking down whoever the UFC puts in front of him. And we'll see him in those rankings. I'd probably sooner rather than later if all things go well. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to it more than any other fight on that card. Not that there aren't other good fights on that card, but,
I think this is, of all year, like this is a fucking, like this is one of the ones, I mean, it's stupid, but like fucking, he's like the third fight in, for sure, like, been looking forward to this one more than I have a lot of other ones this year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish it was a little later in the day, but, I'd get up to watch Trevor Peek fight if he was fighting at 6 a.m. I'd be right there, ready to go.
A beer in hand. Fucking Modelo on deck.
Yeah. I mean, you have to drink whenever there are fights on. You can't. You
I didn't
watch
know
fights
you watch
and not
it.
have a beer.
I didn't know do they turn on if you're not drinking? I ain't fucking know. I ain't never fucking tried,
Yeah, you watch them on the ESPN Plus app. Sometimes they don't turn on even when you are drinking. Sometimes they just don't turn on at all. Oh, piece of shit app. It's also on ABC if you have cable, though. So, the prelims are not. They'll be on ESPN, though.
It's also everywhere else because fucking,
Yeah.
We're going to say that YouTube would take us down, but
Yeah. Look, I don't, I find ways to watch every fight. And if I can do it, you can too. You just got to believe in yourself.
Honestly, you just got to fucking trust some of the suspicious links you see on like Twitter. Because half the time they're good, They'll be like,
get an ad blocker for sure.
Yeah, get an ad blocker and fucking...
Get an ad blocker. Try not to click on all the ads.
Yeah, don't click on all the fucking naked ladies on the side, But...
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
As tempting as it may be, don't do it. That's the devil right there.
That's the devil talking to you,
trying to get you.
The snake in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, it's like those sirens out in the ocean singing to you. It's like, nope, you're here to watch fights. Not do anything else.
If the ad tells you that it'll grow your dick fucking 6 inches, it's lying. It's fucking lying. Trust me, it's lying.
Yeah, no. That ad won't do shit for you. Now, those pills at the gas station, on the other hand,
I don't know. The gas station.
I never tried.
I've always been curious.
John Jones.
Yeah.
John Jones knows all about
station dick pills?
That's what he blamed for one of his positive steroid tests.
Like, I love that.
There have been a lot of great excuses for testing positive. That's a pretty good one. Who was it? Someone else. I know we're getting a little off track, but I think it might have been Alistair Overeem. I hate to throw this accusation at him if it isn't true. It was either him or Frank Mir. I don't know which one. One of them blamed it on like kangaroo meat or something. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Somebody blamed their positive steroid test on kangaroo meat. Which is a wild thing to say. It was Frank Mir. Frank Mir. He said it might have been the kangaroo meat. What do you mean kangaroo meat? Where are you eating kangaroo meat at, man? What?
Speaking of fucking Alistair Overeem, though, Frank Mir, dumbass. Fucking Alistair Overeem, I saw a picture of him recently. Oh, my God. He's a small man now.
He's looking skinny.
We're fucking so fucking stacked on juice. He was on everything.
Yeah. He stopped taking those dick pills and eating that kangaroo meat,
Shit, I need to give me some kangaroo meat. God damn. That shit sounds good.
Gonna fly out to Australia, mate.
God damn. Everything.
No, he did look skinny. I also saw that picture. I'm not used to seeing him that skinny. It's like when he came to the UFC, he didn't look as big as he did in Pride, and people were like, that's not the Alistair that I'm used to. But then I saw that picture, and I'm like, damn, that's really not the Alistair I'm used to seeing. Old big, old Ubereem, they used to call him, just stacked. There's a real, if you just Google his name, there's a real good picture of him. This is still UFC. This isn't even the Pride days, but like, holy shit, it looks crazy. Just insane that a human can look like that.
Oh, where he's flexing?
Yeah, he's
which one?
Let me see. Well, it looks like it's on Bleacher Report, but it popped up on Google when I Googled him. He's just jacked. He's just massive. Let me see if I can find a good picture of him in Pride. He's just a big dude. He's always been big, like that was his thing. He just, it was like Francis Ngannou before Francis Ngannou was around. He's just stacked. You would never want to get hit by a guy like that. I wouldn't want to get hit by Skinny Overeem. Skinny Overeem would do some damage. But Pride Alistair Overeem, when he was really on that good stuff, man.
Wait, did he fight? Did Overeem fight during fucking COVID? Because there's a bunch of pictures of him in a fucking mask.
He might have. Yeah, I think he probably did. I don't know.
Damn.
I'm not really sure. Oh damn, he's in Glory Kickboxing now. So
that's awesome.
He's not done fighting. He damn. He's gonna be kickboxing people now? I would not want to fight him at all. No fucking thanks.
Fuck no. Hell no. That's terrible.
Jesus Christ. No, I don't even remember who we were talking about. Trevor Peek. I think that's where we started, and then we veered off a little bit. No, he'll do great. He'll kill it. Put him in your parlay. If you don't put him in your parlay, you're missing out on guaranteed money if you win. It's absurd. Why would you do that to yourself? You deserve the best, so you should put Trevor Peek in your parlay.
You should honestly put him by knockout. That's what he likes to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say necessarily. I'm not going to bet the house on the first round because I think it's possible he gets to the beginning of the second.
I'll do it. Bet the house. Knockout first round Trevor Peek. I'm calling it right now. I've never been more sure of a prediction than I am of this one.
That being said, this is not gambling advice. These are just suggestions.
Nope, I'm wrong all the time. Look at my previous Twitter predictions.
But not going to be wrong this goddamn week, motherfuckers. Nope. This is a guaranteed win. This is locked in. You fucking know it's happening. If you got a free bet on fucking any app, fucking put it all. If you got a free bet, put it all on Trevor Peek.
Put it all of it. I will say, I've done pretty good the past couple of cards. I'm always off by one or two, but I've been okay. I did all right.
This past week, not this weekend before, for sure fucking was like fucking made like 6 parlays. Fucking, and they all kept on missing. And I said, fuck it, last 3 fights of the night, called them all, fucking nailed all 3 of them, got all my money back for the night. I call that a win. If you break even, that's a dub.
Yeah. Oh, I did that too. Yeah. I did the exact same thing you did after, because I only did 1 parlay, but it had Nate Landwehr in it. Sad he lost. Tragic. Because I really like the guy. I'm a big fan. But after he lost, I was like, I'm pretty confident in these next 3. Like, I'm real confident in these next 3. So I did. It was Nunes, Oliveira, Malott, and they all won. So I also made some money on that. That was another card. I went 4 for 5 on that main card. I was good. I was on it. No chance in hell Nunes was losing her title. And Oliveira, come on, man. I don't know how I did. Oh, no, I did do good on this one. No, I didn't. No, I missed on this one. I picked Vettori over Cannonier because of his wrestling.
That's crazy. Vettori's a bitch. Came out with that Rocky music. Fucking. Yeah. No, that shit, not good.
He looked good, though. He looked good in his couple fights before this one.
He looked good against this fight.
Yeah, his chin was great. After the second, I wasn't sure he was going to make it after the second round. I wasn't sure he was going to make it to the end of that round. And then he did, and I was like, well, he's not going to make it out of the third. And then he did, and I was like, well, shit, all right. Well, let's see where it goes, see what happens. And he continued to get his ass beat throughout the rest of the fight is what happened, actually. Cannonier set a new record, significant strikes in a middleweight fight. Shattered the record, too, by, I think, 50, 60 strikes. Crazy. I tweeted it after the fight, too. I said Jared Cannonier deserves the next title shot at 185, and he does. I don't even really know who has an argument against that, but he deserves it. It should be his. When you're trying to make the case that you deserve a second title shot and you go out there and you break records and put on a performance like that, yeah. Absolutely needs to get the next one.
If he doesn't get a title shot... No, go ahead.
I do think they'll wait after the Whitaker-Duplessis fight coming up. I do think they'll wait, just in case Duplessis shocks the world. But I don't know that that's going to happen. So, go ahead and book it. Adesanya Cannonier 2. Let's roll. I'm ready for that rematch.
If Duplessis wins, does he fight Cannonier or does he fight for a title?
I don't know. I think it depends on...
What is
I think it depends on how he wins. If he goes out there and if he shocks everybody and he knocks out Robert Whitaker or something like that, he might get the next title shot. It will be because if Whitaker wins, I think if Whitaker wins, they give the shot to Cannonier because Whitaker's already fought Adesanya twice. You know, but if Duplessis wins, then you have to decide who gets the title shot. Will it be Duplessis? Will it be Cannonier? I don't know. I don't know how the Whitaker Duplessis fight's going to go. I don't really think it'll be I don't know. If I was going to bet money on that fight, and I very well might, I wouldn't be betting against Robert Whitaker is what I'm saying.
It's hard to. He's just a fucking animal.
He's great. He's the second best middleweight in the division. I don't know. I would like to see Cannonier get the shot next, kind of regardless. Even if Duplessis wins, come on, man. After a performance like Cannonier just gave.
He's older, man. Fucking let him go at it. Let him fucking get that shot.
Yeah, let him get – yeah, because he's realistically got one more title shot. He's 39. Just give it to him. Don't make him wait a year and a half before he gets a title shot. Like, just give it to him. You know, Duplessis fine. He's a young guy. He'll be all right. Give Cannonier the title shot. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back in it. Had to take a little bit of a break there. These Modelos are doing some work.
God damn.
They're getting to where they need to be.
It's good you broke the seal, you know. It's on now. Fucking so a topic, just the transition out of fights, just fucking straight out of it, coming off a break. Fucking adult film star threatening fucking the Pelicans, fucking the whole thing. Or so that's one crazy thing in the news. Let's just do a quick rundown right now. Fucking that's wild. Fucking what's that about? Zion, dude. He's a fucking
That's so funny. Well, when I paused this episode and came back, you said you were going to hit me with a topic, and I had no idea what it was going to be. It's so funny. There's been so many different little interesting things happen over the past week or so. I had completely forgotten about that whole situation until you brought it up right now.
Oh, it's like currently like it's at 12:57 a.m. God damn, Central Time. What the fuck are we doing with our lives? What a great time to be recording and drinking. It's Tuesday now, bitch. Fucking
recording a podcast. That's what we're doing, and we're still rolling. Still got new topics. We're on top of our game right now. We're just now entering our prime.
Shit. Well, I figured there's a fair amount of this you probably got to cut out. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe you're right.
No, there is. No, there is.
Yeah. Okay. Are you just cutting it for YouTube, or are you going to cut it for everything? I guess you're not going to cut it multiple times. You're just going to fucking.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to do it once and go with it. Some of it that just isn't usable. Not if I want my account to stay in good standing.
Did you write it down? Did you at least fucking tag some times and everything?
Yep. Yeah, I did. No, I got it.
Okay. Cool.
So Zion,
fucking
talking about someone who's getting in trouble.
Can't keep his fucking dick together, dude. Like it never has. She's threatening the Pelicans. She says y'all need to trade him now. She's like, I have a sex tape coming out.
Oh no. Wait, I hadn't seen this. No.
Also, fucking interesting transition. It's been an interesting week. Fucking as of today, did you see the goddamn little submarine that those fucking idiots went down to see the Titanic in for whatever the fuck reason? It was driven by a like fucking Logitech video game controller. That whole submarine.
Wait, I'm being hit with so much fucking. Hold on, I had to give Zion just a quick look, and boy, oh my god,
it's not looking good for him.
No, it's not. His whole world is turned upside down in a week. That's insane to me. Well, thoughts and prayers to Zion Williamson because he's really going through it right now. I like him a lot too. I think he's a good player and everything. But boy, what a situation to be in! Holy shit! I didn't know about the sex tape thing. That's insane. No, also insane. Being stuck in a submarine near the Titanic. No, I did finally. It was something that I had seen in my feed all day, but I hadn't really paid much attention to it. And then I listened to something about it, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, that really sucks. And then I saw that thing you just said, that they were powering it with a fucking Logitech controller. And I actually have some weird relevant experience here, because I used to have a Logitech fucking game controller and headset, and they both sucked.
They are not impressive. They're just like they're baseline fucking products. Nothing against Logitech. Like they want to sponsor the pod. Come on over, Logitech. We will fucking just
I'll use your shitty controllers.
Propaganda. Yeah, I'll use your bullshit microphones. Send them over.
Yeah. I won't use it to record the podcast because it does suck, but I'll use it to talk trash in Rocket League.
But I will say that I am using it on the podcast if you would like to pay.
Yeah. I will not recommend people use it to power submarines, though. That would be irresponsible.
No, it would be silly. It'd be absolutely fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck? What is going? You told me earlier they paid like $250,000 to go on this.
$250,000 for a seat to go into a little tin can and fucking like the TV. They were bragging. They were like, "Oh yeah, we just bought these at like fucking whatever XYZ computer store, regional computer store, wherever they are," and they're just like, "Yeah, this is this." And it's like, guys, you can't be fucking serious right now.
They bought it from an 18-year-old at GameStop, the controller. They're like, all right, we got it. We're ready to go. Oh, shit. That's no good, man. They're like, yeah, no. Firstly, if I had $250,000 to spend on some stupid shit like that, I would not be going to see the Titanic. I'll tell you right now. I could list you a million things I'd do before I'd go do that.
That would never even make the list. I would never have fucking been like, let's go see the Titanic.
Yeah, let's get in this fucking shitbox and travel 10,000 miles. I don't know how far down they are. I heard it earlier and I forgot.
It's a lot. It's like 27,000 or something. Or maybe actually.
Shit.
How? Damn. That might be a lie. How deep?
Yeah, no. Let's Titanic. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
125 or 12. How would you say it? 12500. 12,500.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's around what I was thinking. That's not bad. So, I mean, it is bad for them. It's very bad.
If you fucking, I've scuba dove a fair amount. If you go fucking, so we went down into a fucking cave. Didn't fucking go in the cave. I'm a chicken shit. I ain't doing that shit. I went a little bit into the cave. You know, I ain't that much of a chicken, but fucking, part of my certification bullshit was like you go down. I think it was like we were 100 feet underwater. Your fucking air is way compressed. You have way less air down there. Your lungs fucking. If you breathe in, you use a lot more oxygen because the air is compressed. You know, because like gravity and shit. Fucking when you're that deep underwater, you fucking like we had like a slate down there you could write on, and fucking it was like you did like 25 times fucking 5. And you had to think about it for a minute. You'd be like, wait a second. And it took a good 45 seconds to solve that math problem. Maybe that's a little exaggeration. It probably took 35 seconds to solve that math problem. Math
is tough. There's no shame here.
But like, no, I mean, that's 5 quarters though. That should be easy money, you know. $1.25, $125. You had to sit there underwater and think about it and be like, wait a fucking second, because your brain is fucked. They're fucking. That was at like, I think that was at like 100 feet. It might have been a little more shallow than that. I think it was no deeper than 110, maybe like 70. Fucking. No, it was for sure like 100, 110. Yeah, it was pretty deep. But yeah, no, fucking not good. And they're down fucking a lot more than that. If that pressure and that fucking thing starts giving, they probably die pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm reading some stuff here, various articles and things, saying that they have somewhere between 70 to 96 hours of oxygen left. So that is not good. They are looking for them, but like, I don't know You know, if you were looking for people in this situation, you would hope to have more time than that, I would imagine.
I mean, that's not a lot of time to get fucking, like, who has equipment that's going to go down fucking 12,500 feet? Like, these guys were doing, like, that can fucking pick up something and bring it back to the surface.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is a tragic situation, really. How many people are on that thing? I haven't.
I think 5.
Damn.
So,
yeah.
Fucking,
no.
let's see what ChatGPT
search
says.
Racing against the clock. 5 people on board. No sign of the vessel. Military planes, a submarine, and sonar buoys. Yeah, there we go. Nailed it. Have been used.
Nailed it.
A research ship called the Polar Prince conducted a surface search for the sub Monday evening. It is believed the crew members have roughly 4 days of oxygen left as of Monday evening. That's crazy. If you get enough money to go on a crazy expedition like this, don't. You know? Just don't do it. There's way more exciting things you can do with $250,000. Don't go do some stupid shit like this.
I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what equipment can you use to extract people from a small submarine device that is 12,500 feet underwater? Fucking, it is holding 5 people.
See what the almighty ChatGPT says.
Okay, so it gives me submersibles, deep sea rescue submersibles such as deep sea submergence rescue vehicle. They got life support systems and provide a safe environment for rescue individuals during ascent. Don't believe it. Remote operated vehicles, unmanned underwater vehicles equipped with robotic arms, cameras, lights, and other tools. They're commonly used for various tasks in deep sea operations. In a submarine rescue scenario, ROVs can be used to access condition of a submarine, establish communication, and assist with the extraction process. Atmospheric diving systems, ADS. ADS are typically designed diving suits, or no, specifically designed. I'm just fucking little stoned, little buzzed, fucking whatever. Also having some allergies for whatever the fuck reason. It's these chemicals, these Chinese chemicals from the Farm Bill. Fucking ADS, legalize that shit all the way so we can get real good shit. I can grow my good shit. Our specifically designed diving suits provide a pressurized environment for divers during descent and ascent. These suits maintain a controlled atmosphere, protecting the divers from extreme pressures experienced at great depths. That's fucking a long way down, though, for some shit like that. Decompression chambers, you can go into those after you get up. 12,500 feet is deep, though. Tethered lifeboats. I don't know. Fucking, yeah, that's just another part of it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe they'll find them.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah,
I'm going to ask it to explain number 3 in more depth, which is kind of funny because depth underwater. Fucking
below
the ADS.
Surface.
Yeah, Below the Surface podcast. Fucking, or episode, yeah. Did you just throw that in there for the fucking...
Yeah. They're way below the surface. Way below it. Way deeper than we ever get.
Oh, yeah. Fucking... yeah, no. That all sounds like it really sucks, you know? Being down there, just being like, I wonder if they're going to get their money back.
This is some bullshit. I want a refund.
That's $250K. You better get your goddamn money back. What a ripoff.
It's like, man, shut up. It's like, we're trying to stay alive. What do you mean a refund? We'll worry about the details later.
How are they? There's no way they're alive. Why does the shit just stop working?
I don't know. I can't imagine it was a great piece of equipment they had, considering they were using a Logitech controller.
I wish I was a more useful human being, and at 1:10 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday, that I was fucking helping getting people out of a fucking submarine 12,500 feet underwater rather than recording a podcast. But we can only do the fucking hand we're dealt, I guess. But whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking best of luck to them. I hope there are listeners. If there are listeners, even more luck to you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can swim, so you could make an effort.
I can't.
I can't.
So
yeah, I can't. I if I jumped in there and tried to help, they would have 6 missing people.
They have 6 missing people.
They would have 6 missing people, and one of them. Well, they wouldn't have to look for me because I would die very quickly. Very quickly. Like, I don't know how long it takes to drown, but that amount of time is how long I would be alive.
It's so crazy.
I would just fucking sink like an anchor. Just zoom straight to the bottom.
Why the fuck? That's so fucking crazy.
I can't swim. I can't float. I can't do anything. I'm a land mammal.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel that.
I mean, look, God gave me 2 legs. He didn't give me gills. You know? What do I need to be out in the water for?
Bitch, we fucking are evolved from a fucking water creature at some point.
Yeah, but I'm a long way away from that. A long way away. They didn't pass it down to me. I didn't get it. You know? There's just some things you don't get passed down to you, and that's one of them. I didn't get it.
Shit.
I also made 0 effort to learn how to swim in the swimming classes that I took. 0 effort. I was like, I'm not doing this. I remember as a kid being like, no, I'm good. I don't care about any of this. I remember because I did take swim classes, but like I refused to learn how to swim. I don't know why, but I did. I was very young. I don't know exactly how young, but like very, very young. But I do remember sitting on the edge of the pool while everyone in the class got to go jump off the diving board and like, do that. That was like the fucking, you passed the class, you can swim now kind of thing. And I was just sitting on the side of the pool because my ass wasn't jumping off the diving board.
Why did you not just fucking do it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I have no clue. I decided that learning how to swim was not for me. And I took those swimming classes when I was very young, and I never gave it an ounce of effort after that. I never tried to learn how to swim. I never did it. And I've gone over a quarter of a century without swimming. And I think I'll be just fine.
Do you think that you don't think you'll ever try that?
Nope. I'm 26. I'm not going to learn how to swim at 26. I'm going to go sign up for some swim classes, and it'll be me and some 5-year-olds.
See,
I'm not doing that.
Like adult swim classes.
Yeah, it'd be in there.
It'd be
all
so
of us
funny
losers.
A bunch of y'all fucking losers just in a pool. I'd be laughing, dude. I've taught adults how to swim before. It's always been hilarious because they're never good, and like you just teach them to survive, and like they barely can do that.
See, that's the thing. I feel like I just missed the mark.
I feel it's much easier when you're a kid because like you are just kind of the biggest thing is you can't freak out. But that's the thing. If you can't swim, you do freak out. Like you have to feel the water around you, and you kind of just gotta fucking like treading water. You just kind of fucking move. But like, it's almost like you're falling through the air. The motion you're doing.
Yeah.
But like that would just freak people out more. That's not really a helpful thing to tell people. Like if you see somebody jumping out of a building, out of a plane, they're kind of waving their arms and legs and shit. That's kind of well, you've seen those videos where somebody fucking has a dog in the water and they pick it up out of the water and it's like paddling. that's basically what you do. You just kind of fucking kick your arms and legs. But that doesn't make any sense if you can't do it. It's so funny because like I feel like it's one of those things. As soon as you catch on, you're like, oh, okay, that's what you're asking me to do. But if you don't catch on, you just sink and you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I don't know, man. What am I supposed to do? I have like zero interest in learning how to swim now that I am a 26-year-old man. I don't want to. I don't care to. I don't really like being out in a pool or in the ocean or anything like that.
Well, fucking, since we're already an hour 26 into this and it's 1:15 a.m., I've seen a lot of shark attack videos recently.
Yeah. Oh. Damn, I saw one recently. I'm trying to remember some of the details of it.
That Egyptian guy or some shit?
Was it?
Is he swimming out in the water and that shark gets him? And they're like, oh no. And then you see blood come up. You're like, oh, that looks fucking terrible. People on the side are like, oh no. But you can still see his torso. And then the shark comes up and just gets all of him and takes him under.
Oh shit.
Damn. They're like, oh fuck. It's like, no, that's the fuck. That is the last one. Like, he ate the legs. He was coming for the rest. How do you think he's going to leave it? It's like the best part. Said, yeah, fucking mine, bitch. And then that kid, oh my god, rest in peace. Rest in peace to both of them. Stay out of the fucking water.
Oh, you talking about the guy that jumped off that boat?
That kid, he's like 17 or something. Maybe he was 17. Fucking probably just drunk with his fucking buddies on a cruise ship because you can do that when you're out in the ocean. Fucking.
Yeah.
Somebody said fucking swim to this buoy. Motherfucker swimming in the opposite direction. You see a fin in the water. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Throw the buoy out there further. Fuck. Throw him another one, No. Yeah. Motherfucker's fucking just gone.
It's like, damn it, you idiot. We're trying to save you. Like, fucking swim to the buoy. Come on, man.
Fucking. That sucks.
Oh,
imagine.
Dude,
your friends there the rest of the trip. The friends there the rest of the trip. You got to feel like a real fucking idiot. Like, you guys are just like, fucking, Jeremy's just gone.
Yeah, like, oh shit, well, we accidentally killed Jeremy. That's it ruins the cruise for sure. Your cruise is, I mean, you're going to do plenty of drinking, but it won't be the happy fun drinking. It's going to be very, very sad drinking.
There's a percent of the people on the cruise who have no ties to that kid. They're just like, yeah, no, that kid jumped over. Oh, that's so sad. Fuck it, let's fucking go fucking out on the goddamn
another margarita.
I'll have another round. Like, the
buffet's looking good today.
Did they finish the cruise? They probably finished.
I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah, you're just like, fuck, my cruise is ruined. It's sad the kid died, but I put all this money in this cruise to have a good time, and now everyone's just sad. Oh man. No, that's about as bad as it gets on a cruise. I feel like usually the worst thing that happens on a cruise is you get sick, because of course you do. You go on a cruise, you're going to get sick. Whether it's from the people, the disgusting people you're there with, or the food, whatever. It feels like everyone who goes on a cruise gets sick. But this is way worse. That's usually the worst thing that happens on a cruise. But somebody jumps off board and dies. That really sucks. I saw. You probably sent it to me. It was a video of a dude. He jumped off a. I don't know what he jumped, a dock or whatever the fuck he jumped off of, and he was in the water. And his friends were yelling to him down there. They were like, get to the steps. That's what they were telling him. They were yelling at him. They're like, get to the steps.
I know what you're about to fucking say. Oh, fuck.
And he was like, why? He's splashing around, swimming, fucking looking underwater and shit. And then there's just this big fucking shark coming his way. I can't remember if it bites him or not. I don't remember. I don't know. Do you remember? You certainly sent me that video.
Oh, I was for sure thinking of the other one where the dude climbs up on the fucking dock.
Oh, we might be talking about different ones.
This one was pretty fucking. He just gets up there and his goddamn foot's gone.
Oh shit! Damn. Oh shit!
And there's like all the people on the dock, or all the people. There's like so many. It's like in a little marina area, and all these people are just watching him, and they see his lack of a foot, and they're like, "Oh no!" And the guy who pulled him out of the water just like runs it back up the stairs like he's scared. It's like, dude, fucking tie off his leg. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
It's crazy how like people don't go into fucking like fucking their adrenaline kicks in, but they like the flight or fight. And a lot of people are flying. It's crazy because videos, you just see people flying. Like, no, not a chance I'm fucking with that. It's like, no, it's not your leg. Save the guy, you know? It's just some blood. Holy fuck.
Like help that poor fella who's missing his foot.
Yeah,
you know?
like fucking
help your buddy out. He's missing a foot. You know? Damn. Yeah, no, that was not the one that I saw, but that is crazy. That's insane. You've seen that video of that guy. I think they're fishing for sharks or something. He's like...
Oh, he loses his pinky?
Yeah, he loses his... He's like, fuck. And he lets it go. And his
lost my fucking pinky. And he's so chill about it. Just like knew what was up.
He's way more chill about it than I would be. Yeah, he's like, fuck, damn it. Lost my pinky. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, oh shit, lost my pinky? Whatever. No big deal. You
got to get in that water, get that fucking thing back. You know, I think that that was a little bitty shark. Where's your fucking? I don't go out on boats enough. Where's the fucking harpoon gun? Where's the bullshit like that? Who isn't strapped? Shoot that fucking fish. Shoot that bitch. You know, he's got his pinky. Yeah. Get that shit.
You should definitely drop him in the boat. You know, so that you like have some chance to get the pinky back. I don't know how big of a chance you have.
Like when he's spinning around, like he did a good twist on his pinky and just ripped that shit off. It's like, dude, when he starts spinning, get that hand in the boat. Get that hand in the boat. You're gonna lose the pinky.
Yeah, and they did. They lost the pinky. He was gone. They dropped him. He went out to sea. He got him a snack.
You gotta play smarter than that.
Yeah, and then you're just a guy without a pinky.
You got a cool story to tell. It's not the end of the world.
Very cool story.
If you got to lose one appendage, it's a for sure. If you have to lose any part of your body, it's a pinky or a little toe.
Yeah. The pinky toe is definitely, it's less noticeable, right? Like if you're just fucking wearing socks or shoes, no one would notice it. But I've heard it fucks up your balance, even just losing a little pinky toe.
I heard the big toe fucks up your balance. I hadn't heard about the pinky toe.
I bet. It's the big toe definitely, but I have heard that about the pinky toe. You're like whatever, you know. But like I've heard it fucks with your balance pretty good. But of course, if you lose the pinky, then like you're the guy without a pinky. But like, it's better than losing a whole foot for sure. I mean, I know people that are missing fingers, you know. And it's just kind of like, you notice it one time when you meet them, and then after that, who gives a shit?
I knew a guy who roped a bull. And his thumb, like, I don't know if you ever roped anything. It's one of those things I'm like, if there's any weird thing that I've never done that much in my life that I'm pretty good at, it's fucking roping shit. Sometime when we're fucking in person, I gotta show you that fucking skill. But it's not sound weird on the podcast. I don't know how weird that sounds. But you lasso some shit.
I'm gonna rope you.
I would have like God, I'm gonna rope you, boy. No, I don't know. I got a donkey I could rope, but like that shit is if you don't put your fingers in the right spot and you get something heavy on the end like a bull, it cuts that shit right off. I think he got it sewed on, but it's a little fucked up looking. So
Yeah. I've known some people that have lost fingers doing like assembly line work and shit. Just working with machines and shit. You get a couple fingers stuck in there, and it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
I've known people that have lost fingers that way. I've gone shark fishing before, and I remember we caught one. And we had it like in the boat, like on its, stomach or whatever, just in the boat. I don't really remember why, but I was sitting there and I had like open toed shoes on, like sandals or whatever I had on. and that motherfucker started making a beeline to my feet, my toes. You know, of course, he was a shark in a boat, so he was way out of his element. I was able to, you know, walk away. But it's like, oh shit, that motherfucker's trying to get my toes, man. Hey, that ain't cool. I know I caught you, you know, and that's not, you know, I'm sure that's not cool in your world, but that doesn't mean you get to take my toes. No, that's not a fair trade-off.
You are the apex predator.
I am the apex predator on a boat. Now, you get me anywhere outside of that boat, I'm very much so not. I'm prey.
Oh, in the water, you are prey. You are,
dude. I'm a good sized prey too. You know, a shark got a hold of me.
Prey suggests they have to hunt you. You're actually just food.
Yeah, I'm just food. I'm slowly descending into the ocean. I'm free food for whoever wants it. Like whatever is swimming by that wants them a piece. It's a buffet. I mean, I was a kid at the time, but you know, I mean, that's a good hunk of meat. You know, you come across that, I can't fight back. There's nothing I can do. That's free food right there. That's like if somebody just put a big, you know, big tray of food in front of you, no one else around it. Of course, you'd hop on it, no question.
Shit, we got fucking time for one more fucking topic. It's getting late. I'm just looking at the clock. It's 1:26 now.
Getting late.
I'm for sure gonna I can't help it. I'm gonna wake up at fucking 5:45.
Yeah, I'm not, but fucking hats off to you. It is late. We got started recording late. It's just a late show. It is what it is.
We were talking about buffets. You mentioned you being a buffet for a shark. We discussed them earlier.
I do love buffets.
I love a buffet.
We were talking specifically a couple days ago, maybe yesterday. I don't even remember.
Shit, might have been
fucking Pizza Hut. I've been into a Pizza Hut recently, and it's sad as fuck when a Pizza Hut doesn't have the lunch buffet. You know, like you walk into a Pizza Hut, it's fucking empty. There's nobody in there except the people working there. Nobody's sitting down at a Pizza Hut to eat pizza they ordered online. They're taking that shit back home, and there's no lunch buffet. And to me, the only reason that I would eat at Pizza Hut, like when I was in college and shit, was because they had the cheap ass lunch buffet. It was like $5.99. You could eat all the pizza, all the pasta you wanted, wings. They had salad if you wanted some of that. You know, they had everything. $5.99. You could walk into a Pizza Hut and just eat until you were sick for lunch. And it was the best thing ever. It really, really was. And they've taken that away from us. I don't know how many Pizza Huts still do it, but I've been inside 2 Pizza Huts in San Antonio, and neither of them have a lunch buffet. And I think that's a fucking shame, personally.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Fuck drugs and alcohol. If I could eat bad food and it fucking it'd have the same results as people who ate really clean and everything else. Like if in like a complete health-wise live to 100, I would give up drugs and alcohol for food. If I could eat food for pleasure, I'd give up everything else.
I think that's fair. Yeah. I do like to drink and everything like that. I like to have a good time, but I also really love to eat. And it shows, you know. I'll put on some pounds if I go through, you know, a period where I'm eating real good. But if I could eat whatever I wanted and not be just unhealthy as shit, that would be really nice. I'd be a monster. I'd be eating everything. I'd be like a competitive eater. You know, one of them guys that just takes on these crazy challenges and scarfs them down.
Oh, yeah.
There's one guy I've seen on TikTok that makes me sick. He regularly does like 20,000+ calorie challenges. And it hurts to watch. It hurt, but I would be him if I could do that without being 700 pounds.
I made a fucking peanut butter jelly sandwich earlier. I put it all together, and I fucking actually ended up splitting it with my fucking sister. I was like, you want half this shit? When fucking, it was, the shit was fucking, I started looking at the bread, and it was that brioche bread or whatever the fuck brioche. fucking, you know what I'm trying to fucking say. If our listeners have made it an hour and 46 minutes in, fucking great, fantastic. You know, fucking, I'm not worried about it.
Some good content here at the end.
Yeah.
If you're a buffet guy,
shit, fucking.
We're talking about peanut butter and jellies now.
that fucking bread. that fucking bread had 90 calories a slice. No, it was 110 calories a slice. Plus fucking peanut butter had fucking. I put like fucking. It was 2 tablespoons was about 190 calories. Put like 6 on there. Fucking the jelly. I was like, the jelly can't be bad. I was like, there's 26 servings of jelly in this thing. I for sure go through that thing fucking. I'm using at least 3 servings a time. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of fucking calories. This was like 1,000 calorie PB&J. Like, what the fuck? Fucking. Yeah. Do you, when you make your PB&J, do you add the fucking banana to it and do you fucking grill it?
I typically don't do either. I like just a real classic PB&J on some white bread. Fucking eat it half a second after I make it.
Yeah.
You know?
Make 2 so you could eat one while you're making the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, what? Actually, this is good. What kind of jelly do you use? Like what flavor? What are we talking?
I use grape. I know people who use strawberry. I fucking don't trust it. But I do eat it. But, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Grape is the move. I mean, I will say I do try like other kinds of jelly. I don't eat peanut butter and jellies that much. But every now and then I'll see some jelly, you know, at the grocery store that catches my eye. Like I bought some fucking, it was like cherry and blueberry or blackberry. I don't know, fucking one of those two. It was like preserves or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to try that out. And I'm going to eat it in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because that's the only way to eat jelly as far as I'm concerned. And it's good. It doesn't taste quite, you know, it doesn't have that nostalgia, that classic taste that a grape jelly, peanut butter and jelly sandwich has. But it's still very good. I'll try out different kinds of jelly like that.
As soon as we wrap this up, I'm thinking about how I'm going to make me another fucking 1,000 calorie PB&J and scarf that shit out.
Now that we're talking about it, it's sounding like a pretty good idea. Yeah, I might have to hook myself up with one of those before I hit the hay. Take a quick nap because it's past 1:30 here where we're at.
God damn!
I'm not gonna take a quick nap. I'm gonna take a long nap.
Nah, you're gonna play
honestly,
video games, stay up, watch.
If I'm being honest with myself, I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly, and then I'm gonna go sit down on that couch and play Rocket League or 2K or Madden until I just can't look at the screen anymore and go to sleep.
I'm going to watch some YouTube about some early humans, probably pull it up on this fucking laptop, fucking scarf down a PB&J, fucking probably do it while laying down, might choke on it, fuck it, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to that Robert Kennedy Jr. Rogan episode again. You know, just in case this episode wasn't already getting removed. There's another mention.
This is one of our longer episodes. I'd say let's go to 10 more. Well, we're cutting it out anyways. It ain't going to be 2 hours. But
oh yeah, no, it won't be.
I mean, you're probably cutting out more than 10 minutes of it, maybe 20.
Yeah, it'll be. You know, it'll probably be over an hour and a half. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens after I get done cutting it. Because boy, this episode needs some work. It's fucking 1:40 a.m. right now, so we're gonna hop off here before we say anything else problematic. That's it. Podcast is available everywhere that you find podcasts, except maybe YouTube for this one episode. I don't know yet. We'll see. It'll definitely get the COVID warning on it on Spotify. So, you know, what can you do? That just lets you know it's going to be a good episode.
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah. Follow the podcast at Bonfire Brief Pod on Twitter and Instagram, but Twitter is where I post the good stuff. So definitely make sure you follow the podcast on there. And that's it from us. We're out.